Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pre-market show. We're going to talk US shutdown. What does the government shutdown actually mean for us as market participants? Also, we have a prize giveaway. We're giving away a 10K, so that's $10,000 account to one lucky winner. And then lastly, we're going to answer some of your questions live. Please feel free, if you like this video, like it, press the like button, and share this with some family, friends, and loved ones. Let's get on with the show. Prrrapapapa, ching, 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 ching. Welcome to the first show of October for us, Thursday, 2nd of October. We are very excited to be talking to you pre-market as we lead into the New York Open in about 1 hour's time. We do have quite a few things that we want to cover during today's show. I think the first thing is let's make sure that we can get the prize giveaway out. So we need to get the likes up to 15. If we get 15, then we'll be giving away a 10K account. We want to say also a special thank you to CTI, funding traders since 2018. CTI is very graciously offered to give away one free account today. So if we can get the likes up, then we'll be getting that prize out. I'm going to have a look at the live chat. If you do have any questions or any comments, please feel free to post in the live chat. We have quite a few people here already tuned in. So I do want to take this opportunity to also say a very special thank you to those of you who are watching us today live. And I think government shutdown is one that I think people are talking about quite a bit. We've seen government shutdowns in the past, and we have a graphic here where we looked at previous government shutdowns and what's happened. So despite what people would normally think a government shutdown would be negative, if we look back at the last 4 government shutdowns, it's actually been a positive reaction. And we look at the S&P, which is more or less like the heartbeat of the market. And if we look at the S&P, here we go. So this was the last government shutdown here in 2018. It lasted 24 days, and S&P was up a comfortable 10.3% during the shutdown. So I think this goes to the point that sometimes it pays to think for yourself, and it pays to be contrarian and do the opposite to what the majority of people are thinking and doing. So the last five shutdowns that we've gotten, we've had up or positive, profitable S&P reactions, and you can go and look at your favorite stocks as well and see how they performed. But if the S&P is doing well, the average stock usually does pretty well. It's like a rising tide lifts all ships. And this is, for me, this is a very illustrative of what happened yesterday. So yesterday we got a really nice move out of the opening range in the early hours of yesterday. We were able to capitalize on a nice trade yesterday as well. And it kind of goes to show sometimes you have to think for yourself. And a lot of the news that's out there, the majority of the news that is being pushed out on a daily basis is being put out there to make you lose money or to try and get you to separate yourself from your money, deplete your account. So I know a lot of people were looking at shorting yesterday, especially due to the US shutdown. Yesterday was just a beautiful day in terms of opportunities to the upside yesterday. So I think this chart really shows what what can happen and what has happened. I guess another key interesting stat is, and this is courtesy of Bloomberg as well. Um, the average shutdown has been about 8 days, so we've only had one so far. And then the average return is actually flat. So it's almost like the market doesn't care if there's a shutdown. It just does not care. I do understand that it impacts families and it impacts individuals. It may impact the real economy as well. But in terms of markets, I mean, like I said, the last shutdown, S&P was up 10%. It's crazy. Um, so yesterday was a pretty good day. I think, do I have a chart of yesterday? Let me see if I can pull up a chart of yesterday. We were able to um, get in and get out. Here we go here. So this was, here we go. Okay, let's go with this one. This was yesterday. So we were able to identify fairly early on in the day that there was a lot of fear in the market. And what happens when there's a lot of fear in the market? It tends to go up and up and up. So we track these. We would categorize yesterday. This would have been the close on Tuesday, and then we opened Wednesday here. So this was the first sort of 15, 20 minutes of the day. And then from pretty much from this low here, within the first 30 minutes of trading, everybody on Bloomberg, CNBC, you name it, BBC, Sky News, CBS, ABC, they're all talking about the shutdown. And what happened? Brave buyers were rewarded. So we were able to get a pretty decent trade in yesterday on S&P. And I think this kind of goes to show it's sometimes you don't need to overthink it. And I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make, especially early on your journey here, is overthinking it. And I know a few people did get some nice trades in and out. I think I was talking to Andrew. I think he got like a nice trade outside of the opening range. So that would have been here. That would have been so this was the break and then the retest of the opening range low. And then that would have been a nice spot to get in. You pretty much hold that until you want to let it go. The end of the day was kind of here. The final sort of 20, 30 minutes of the day would have been a great exit. But I mean, this is, for me, this shows you that those who are brave are rewarded. And I was saying this yesterday, if the trade is obvious or you think it's obvious, for example, you think the US shutdown is obviously going to make markets go down, if not crash, then that's obviously not going to work. And this is kind of how it played out yesterday. All right, let's have a look at the live chat now. We have quite a few people here. We got Asha. Asha's waving. Asha Ludwig. Hey, Asha, can you let us know what you're trading today, what you're looking at today? I know there's some Tesla deliveries, Q3 deliveries, I think it is, that are due to come out. I saw Tesla was up about 1% in pre-market. But if you can let us know what you're watching today, and yeah, just share with us what you're looking at and what you think is worthy of sight today. Also, over in the CTI chat, we have Christy Bernice was the first there. Hello, hello. Hamza is also present, saying welcome back. Yeah, we're back in London now. We were in Bermuda last week, so it's nice to be back and back in the office, ready to go. Also, good morning from Silent Mind. Good morning to you as well. We have Isildur, who's asked quite some very good questions in the past. I think last time Isildur was talking about the Asian markets and specifically investing in China and looking at China as a potential undervalued play. We know that stocks like Alibaba and Baidu are looking at AI, and those are quite well valued right now. So Isildur, thank you for your questions. Please feel free to send more through. We're also reminding you to get the likes up so that we can get the account out. Nifemi is also present in the office and on time. Has on his best suit. Sorry, they have on their best suit. We have Enoch. Enoch's also saying good day to everyone and the CTI team as well. So a special shout out to the CTI team who are all ready to help. Make sure you check out their website as well. We have Sapak saying hi guys. Starboy is here as well. Starboy is ready and willing to report for duty. Barnabas is in the office, and RBFX as well, saying hello to everyone. So let's go. Let's have some fun. Ment Light also joined us here. So we're gonna have some fun. Got a question here from Hamza. Do you ever feel like you're addicted to entering trades, even when there's no setup? Now that is something that I can relate to as well. There is, I think, the tendency to do something. I think we always want to act. If we're actually spending time looking at a price or looking at a stock or a commodity or crypto, we feel like we have to justify our time and our attention to it, even if there's nothing to do. So oftentimes right now, what I'll do is if the price is just sitting there, it's not moving in whatever I'm watching, I'll usually just make a note of what the price is, whether it's in my head or I'll put a little note somewhere, and then I'll go and do something else, and then I'll come back or look at a different stock or a different asset. And most times it doesn't move, and I'll be glad that I didn't force a trade. Sometimes it would move adversely to what I would have wanted to happen. So that's even better when I see something that I'm itching, like I got that itch, like I have to trade. It's like that feeling that you get trigger happy. So I think you got to know how you operate best, and if you're able to find some sort of distraction, that's very helpful for me anyway. So yeah, that's a very good point. And I think it's important that you find a technique that works best for you, because the worst thing that you can do is start just pressing buttons and forcing trades. And that's a very quick way to just give away the money in your account. Very, very easy way to give it away. So we got a few more questions here. We got Life's Nuggets. Life's Nuggets has been MIA for a few days. I hope you have a sick note or something, a doctor's note. We had a few projects that we wanted to send your way, so I'm glad to hear that you're back, Life Nuggets. But looks like you're not having any good karma here with. Looks like you're talking about DKNG. Let's have a look at DKNG now. I personally don't trade DKNG much. Here we go. Okay, DKNG. Yeah. Just curious, how long have you been holding this bad boy? And do you have options or do you have the actual stock? DraftKings not doing great. Not sure what the news is on this. I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with a Trump policy. But this is the last month. So this is the DKNG for the last month. It's down over 25%. Not that great. Now, having said that, maybe if this is going to blow over, what we can do is look at the news. If this does blow over, maybe this is a good opportunity. We do like to buy on red days, and this DKNG has had multiple red days. Cut to underperform. Looks like analysts are downgrading it. Build your own combo feature raises concern. So it looks like they're changing the platform a bit, changing some of their products, and it doesn't look like the market likes it very much. Yeah, it looks like oh wait, a competitor is so it looks like a competitor is offering some better features. Definitely one to keep an eye on. But when we kind of see this, I think if we were already in DKNG, then maybe we would look at exiting. But I would have to do a proper deep dive. This is the first time I've looked at this in months. But I'm just very, very keen to see the actual reason for this, if this is some sort of overreaction or if this is justified, and then kind of put together a case for this. But yeah, thank you for sharing that. Life's Nuggets back in the house after taking, I guess, much needed sabbatical time. So welcome back. Asher as well. I was hoping to get in Tesla if I can catch a nice dip. So I think Tesla has their deliveries announcement today. I think there was some headline news that deliveries are looking to be less. They're looking to improve, basically. The delivery is looking to improve. I'm just trying to see where I put the Tesla here. It's up here somewhere. There we go. So in pre-market, looks like it's sneaking up. So not sure if that news has hit yet, but Tesla's up just over 1.6% in pre-market as the deliveries announcement is imminent, I believe. Yeah, looking at the news to come out any moment now. Hadn't come out last time that I checked. Also, we got Razzie in the house. Razzie in the house. Raise the roof. Razzie is in the place to be. Make sure you got your coffee. Make sure you got your notepads and your pencils are sharpened and ready to report for duty. We also have my cousin here, Misha Fubler. Oh, nice to see you, cuz. Nice to see you. Peace and love. Hopefully everything's going well. So today, for those of you who are outside of Bermuda, you may have heard there were two storms back to back in Bermuda. So I do hope and pray that everybody is safe and everybody is doing well in Bermuda this morning. Hurricanes are no joke, and it's a reminder of the power of Mother Nature. I hope that everybody who is in Bermuda is safe and hopefully has electricity and is able to carry on with their day safely. So nice to see you there, cuz. Thank you for reminding me about the hurricanes in Bermuda. I remember many times not having electricity for days, and just you know what it's like. If you know, you know. So thanks, cuz. Thanks for the love. Nice Nuggets saying options was trying to catch the dip. Okay, so options, you can kind of cap your losses if you're sizing for zero, if you're willing to allow that premium to go down, or you can even get out before it goes to zero. But I find options tends to be you can be a little bit more nimble if you can time it right. Not catching any bids, price downgrade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So thank you, Life Nuggets, for sharing that information with us. All right, so what else do we got? We need to get those likes up, but before that, let's get the likes up first. Before we continue, before we give away any prizes, we will have a quick break. We're going to be back after these messages. We just want to remind everybody that in order to keep these shows going, we need to be able to justify the shows. We have other obligations and things, and we want to provide information. We want to answer your questions. We want to give our analysis, and we want to share basically what I have a lot of mistakes that I've made. Probably every mistake that you've made, I've made it at least 5 times. And so I'm trying to share what I've learned, and hopefully you don't make it as many times or you don't make those mistakes at all. So if you can help us to keep this show going, then we will definitely be here every Thursday and Friday. If you want us here more times during the week, we can also do that too. But we got to justify it. So you help us, we'll help you. Please share it. If you like it, please like it. And we'll continue doing these, giving our heart and soul, sharing what we've learned, and also helping you to become more consistent and more profitable. With that, we're going to be back right after this. And we are back. We are back. I'm gonna have to get a likes check just to see how many likes we have in the CTI YouTube channel. I'm not entirely sure what we have right now. Um, but I'll have a look. All right, so we got the music bumping. I think we're gonna have a look at S&P now. S&P looks like it's starting to starting to come down a bit. So yesterday we saw that chart from yesterday. Oopsie, let's not do that. We saw that chart from yesterday where we had a quick look at S&P, really ramping it up yesterday with a monstrous up day. Anybody who tried to short here would have had to be very ninja-ish, very quick. I think calls worked yesterday on the trend day. So we finished yesterday here, and if we look at where that was about here. So this was the overnight, and overnight we're still pushing higher here. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, it's almost like the market is just shrugging off this U.S. shutdown, and it has done so in the past. One thing I guess I could add here is, let's go. I'm going to have a look at, there's one other piece of data that I wanted to share, which I think is helpful. So the shutdown doesn't seem to be impacting the market in general. Obviously, there are going to be some individual stocks, some individual assets that aren't going to do well. But generally speaking, when we look at S&P, NASDAQ was up yesterday, all-time highs. Dow was up yesterday, all-time highs. Russell, same. Bitcoin also up as well, shrugged it off like nothing happened. But one thing that I think will impact markets here is going to be the data that we get. So if we're looking at data, the key reports that are suspended. So we like to kind of align our trading with the data that's coming out, the upcoming data reports, because that tends to be our catalyst, especially when we're trading S&P. So the things that we won't get, things like the jobless claims, that comes out of the Labor Department. So we won't be getting that due to the government shutdown. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow morning, kind of this time tomorrow morning, basically. We probably won't get that unless there is a miraculous reopening of the US government. I was told, actually, I heard it on Bloomberg, that if the BLS is considered an essential service, it is possible that we see them reopen. But I can't say for sure if that is substantiated. But my understanding is Trump has the power to delegate or to designate certain departments as essential services. So that one, I think it's possible that we do see non-farm. But non-farm is, for anybody who trades, if you've ever traded a non-farm, you'll never forget it. It's basically employment's a labor number, which takes out the farming industry because farming is considered seasonal, and investors look at it like Christmas every month. It's always the first Friday of the month. That's why it's tomorrow. Just so happens that the U.S. government shut down and the BLS is not going to be opened. CPI is another one. That's BLS also. So that's not coming out. Retail sales not coming out. Employment trend index, that's not coming out. However, we did get ADP yesterday. ADP was expected to be 50,000 positive, and it was 35,000 negative. So that was just maybe the last jobs and labor data that we get for the week. But that still comes out. Mortgage application still comes out. So these are still coming out. Federal Reserve reports, and looks like Treasury reports are still due to come out. So it's good to know, as long as we kind of stay in this limbo of U.S. government shutdown, what is impacted and what is not. And as a I guess a full-time a person who looks at markets regularly, you want to know what data is going to be coming out and what's not. This kind of gives you an idea of what closes. So I mean, you do have economic collection and reports mostly closed, but a lot of other things are still open, or partially opened. So it's good to know what we're dealing with as we navigate through this government shutdown in the U.S. and how it may implicate us. All right. So we're gonna actually double check the likes right now. Can someone please confirm what's the likes looking like? Anybody got an update on the likes here for the number of likes that we have? Number of likes. I'm gonna check it on here because for some reason it doesn't come up on this platform. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Let's just we're gonna put up S&P so you can see what's going on here. It looks like it's still chugging higher, which is nice to see. Okay, turn down the volume so we don't get feedback. And likes. Okay. Yeah, looks like we got it. Looks like we got 18 likes. So we're gonna give away that account. We got 4 minutes left in the show. So we'll give away that account to one lucky winner. It's going to be $10,000 at your disposal. You're going to get the keys to a $10,000 account. All you got to do is send your email address if you win in the live chat, and we'll make sure that our friends over at CTI get over to you and contact you. Okay, so we'll do that last. We'll do that. That will be the last action that we do for today. Let's have a look at our monthly summary for September. So profit for September, really strong. One of our best months. Trade wins. So we actually only won 38% of our trades, which is interesting. It means that you don't have to win every trade, or you don't have to win 50% of trades to be profitable. Profit factor was 2.14. We won 52% of days in September, and our average win was 3.47. We got a Zella score of 82.55. So the way I think about this is the trade wins, we're only winning about 38% of all trades. So the way it works is our average loss or our average expense is about $200. And then our average win was about 900, between 900 and 1,000. So the way I think about it is if we lose, or we have one expense, that's 200 down. We have another expense that's 200 down. And then we'll have a $900 profit or $950 profit. That's kind of how it works. And that would be if we had a 33% win rate. So $200 expense, $200 expense, that's 400 down, and then a $900 gain. And then we're up 5. And then repeat. Just let time do its thing. $200 expense, $200 expense, $900 profit. $200 expense, $200 expense, $900 profit. Rinse and repeat. And that's how you can build an account. I think a lot of people focus on trying to get that 50% win rate, and they're not really focusing on their accuracy and also the amount of profit that they're making on their winners, and how small and how tight your expenses are. The tighter your expenses, the better you'll be, right? And you kind of have to find that sweet spot for yourself. So yeah, just want to have a look at that. That's September in a nutshell, basically. And we're really happy with the overall performance. We want to continue that into this month, October. Yesterday was a good day as well. Like we said, we caught what we call that trend day. Quite a good move out of the opening range. We had I'll show you one more time because here we go. So I'll show you the actual trade that we did. Where was it? One sec, because I gotta navigate this real quick. All right, so that was a trade yesterday. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I got for some reason on the platform it doesn't allow me to just share right away. Here we go, London. All right, I'm gonna just go to one of these chats. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. We're gonna give away that account in a minute, so please hang tight. Here we go. Okay. So this was the trade yesterday. So ended up getting in. So we like to get in near the opening range. That's our bread and butter. And we got in there as it was breaking out, and we're seeing shutdown here, government shutdown there, Democrat speech, Republican speech, and anybody who was not on the right side of that train higher would have been frustrated yesterday. So we got in here pretty much right after the open. Open was here, got in here, and then we exited about 20 minutes or so before the end of the day. And in terms of the return, yeah, I gotta. Anyway, it was a good trade. Just take my word for it. We ended up getting. Here we go. All right, we ended up getting the S&P 6670 call. For those of you who do trade options, it would have been 6670 call right there. And we got in at 940, and we got out at 46. So we bought 100 at $9.40. We sold the 100 at 46.20, and that gave us a nice return on that. So $900 invested gave us 46.20 gross, which was 3,600 in a day, and that's good. I think that's a good trade. We also had a few other smaller trades on the way up. So as the price was going up, we were getting in and out of some other trades as well. So for example, one of the trades that we did do on the upside, and this was yesterday, this was the first day of the government shutdown. We would have gotten in here and then got out here and then got in here and then got out here. So we got a few little smaller positions on the way up. But the core position was this bad boy here, where we try to hold it as long as possible. We do talk a lot about trend days. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out. All my information is in the description to this video. Reach out to me on Twitter. Is it X? X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, where we talk about trend days, and we try to hit these when we can, as much as we can. And we have a whole philosophy about trend days and how you can catch them as well. We have a community of traders, like-minded people, various stages in their journey, and we're really willing to share and really willing to help. That's why we do this. That's also why we do the show. So let's give that account away to one lucky winner. One lucky winner. 10K, all yours. Keys to the account coming right up. So let's see. I'm gonna have a look at the live chat and do a quick giveaway. So I'm gonna pick a name at random. We got Christy Bernice, Hamza, Silent Mind, all came on time. Prompt. Sapak is in there. Barnabas is in there. RBFX, Ment Light, Starboy. Kian Nils was a former winner. Kian Nils is back. Nifemi, Cocoa Trade. Always, that makes me think of hot cocoa. Cocoa Trade is also in the office today, drinking hot cocoa, I presume. Marley FX is saying right on time. Looks like you're tardy. What are you talking about on time? We got like minus 5 minutes. We're going over. All right, says on time, but I don't know. I gotta check your watch. Isildur also saying, Isildur's asked us to cover some Chinese stocks. We'll try and cover that tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, Isildur, please. Run out of time. And then we also have in the Signature FX group, we got a good group of people. Looks like Asha Ludwig, Life's Nuggets, who was, I think he was MIA for quite a while. So nice to have you back, Life's Nuggets. Raz is here as well. Misha is present and ready to go. Misha says about half the islands without power. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is the power of Mother Nature, everybody. So thoughts and prayers going out to everybody in Bermuda during this time. Thanks for letting me know, Mish. Hopefully, Balco can help. I know it's a tough time, but half the island, that's a lot. 50%. Okay, Pegs Trading, the numbers were that bad, so they shut down government, so we can't see the numbers. Pegs Trading, welcome to the live chat. That's what I like to hear. So, non-farm payrolls is so bad, they shut down the whole government because they don't want to release the numbers on Friday. That's the first time I've heard that one. Thanks, Pegs. Earl Godfrey saying good morning. Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Rosario saying hello, Mellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. So hello to you, Mr. Rosario. Earl Godfrey says, what likes were you speaking about? So if you just punch that, just put like a jab, right jab or left jab, get that right jab going. If you jab that, punch that like button, then that's what keeps us on the air. If you're not gonna show any love, you're not gonna give us any energy, you're not gonna participate, it makes it very difficult for us to do this every Thursday and every Friday. So all we're asking is for you to smack that like button and get the likes up, and we'll give away a free account. That's what we're talking about, the like button. And Rosario answered that. I think Earl got that. So we got Meet Miriam. Way to go. Way to go is right. 16,433 people are without power, according to the power authority, the power company in Bermuda. That's a lot of people. 16,433, and the population's only what's the population? I keep telling people it's 60,000, but that's probably houses. So we probably have 30,000 houses, roughly. So yeah, that sounds about right. Somebody else is in the house. So I want to call this CO2IS. CO2IS is in the house. Welcome. All right, so let's give away the account, and then we're going to wrap it up because we got the US Open about to happen in about 20 minutes or so. And we are seeing an S&P that is just showing off. I mean, goodness gracious, it's still grooving. S&P is still grooving. We're at an all-time high in pre-market here. It's still moving and grooving. This is crazy. Like, if you didn't believe contrarians could move the market, then this is for me, this is evidence and proof that you don't think about trading. You try not to overthink. You just trade what's working. And that's from our good friend Jason Shapiro. Just a reminder, excuse me, I'm getting emotional here. Nothing that is said. So nothing that I have said, nothing that I will say on tomorrow's show, same time, same place. Nothing that is said is financial advice. So you're responsible for your decisions. Whatever you decide to do, I wish you all the best. But please take responsibility for your investing decisions. And that's just a reminder. That's also in the description to this video. All right, so the winner of the account is Nifemi. Congratulations on winning. Please, Nifemi, post your email address in the live chat in the next 2 minutes before we shut it down. Congratulations, Nifemi, for winning a $10,000 account courtesy of CTI. Very, 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 very excited to give away accounts if we can. And we'll try and give one away tomorrow as well. So Nifemi, congratulations. Job well done. And you'll have a $10,000 account with your name on it. All you have to do is pop your email address in the live chat. Just a reminder to everybody, if you're watching this later on and you wished that you would have joined, there is a live chat that we kind of get everybody's thoughts and feelings throughout the day. It's nice to kind of engage with each and every one of you, different stages in your journey, different assets that you trade, different things that you look at. So always happy to hear from people and their thoughts and feelings about things. With that, I'm gonna wrap it up. So Nifemi, your last call, pop your email address in the live chat. If we don't see your email, then you will not get the account. It's that simple, really. So please post your email address. Before we wrap it up, we'll have a quick look. Let's do a chat and charts because I think there have been a few requests about a few other things. So chatting charts here is one of my favorite segments. Chatting charts is where we look at charts and we just kind of say, hey, what does this look like today? So S&P pushing all-time highs, just amazing to see how resilient the S&P is. For those of you who don't know what the S&P is, it is the biggest traded asset in the world, making up about 50% of all global equity. It's comprised by the 500 biggest companies, and it tends to be like the heartbeat of the market, tends to be like the main driving force in the market. So that's why we like to watch it. We got a couple other things that we're looking at. Bitcoin. Let's do this one. All right. So Bitcoin is really pushing here. So we came off the lows that we saw kind of end of September, and it's moved nicely, moved very nicely here. A reminder that the all-time highs are not that far away from where we are now. So year to date, Bitcoin is up quite comfortably. Let's see where we at. 27.8% year to date. And the all-time highs are kind of sitting just above 123K. So if you're into your crypto and you're liking other altcoins, I like to use Bitcoin almost as a proxy. If Bitcoin's doing well, it tends to kind of lift the rest of the crypto contingent. So yeah, let's leave it there. We'll leave you for something for tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching the show. It's called the Pre-Market Show. My name is Mandela. Please feel free to reach out to me if you want more information like this. You want more content like this. If you want to pick my brain, contact me and we'll add you. We have a community of traders. We're also being sponsored today, and this show is being brought to you by City Traders Imperium, funding traders since 2018. If you want some more information about City Traders Imperium, make sure you check them out as well. We've given away a $10,000 account, which means one lucky person has gotten $10,000 to trade, and they'll do a profit share with you. So City Traders Imperium will take a percentage, and you get to keep a percentage. But check them out, citytradersimperium.com, for more information. I'm gonna get ready to do some trading. It's trading time. Let's get some trading in. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I think this show has really come a long way, and I think we'll be back tomorrow. Back tomorrow, doing it all again. Tomorrow we will be here to cover the open. We won't have non-farm payrolls, but we should have something exciting. Always something exciting in these markets. We don't even know if the US shutdown is going to be continuing tomorrow. We're not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. We have a few more comments. Let's see here. So Misha's come back. 32,000 subscribers. Same houses will have more than 1 meter. Some houses. Okay. So yeah, that's about right. About half. Interesting. Rosario also says, giving us a touch. And then Cotuus is saying, congratulations. Can I give my email? No, we just need the email from Nifimi. Okay. So Nifimi says that she has posted her email address, so that's great. So we'll take that and get the prize over to you. Thank you, everybody. Make sure that whatever you're doing today, you're helping somebody in need, and also if you're trading, make sure that you're protecting your account, protect your capital, right? We want to be around for tomorrow and next week and next month. That's important. Another thing is, don't treat this like gambling. I think that helps. So sometimes I'll put on my thinking cap and I'll say, well, I want to press this button. I want to trade. I want to take this trade. But is this the right decision? What would a hedge fund manager do? What would a portfolio manager do? What would a full-time trader do? Would they just press buy and then go do something else? Go, grab some food, go do a project, go to a meeting, go to a call. If it's a short-term trade, the chances are you're probably not going to do well if you're just pressing buttons and running away. Longer term is better. Longer term is easier. Investing is easier. Swing trades where you have a few weeks for it to work out, that's fine. If you're doing shorter term trades, I think it's important to put yourself in the shoes of a hedge fund manager. You are managing a fund. That fund may be small, it may be big, but if you can put your mindset in the mindset of I am a hedge fund manager, that will, for me, that has changed the way that I look at trading. I don't rush trades anymore. I don't trade when distracted. That's a big one as well. So I try and keep an eye on the trades, and I try to almost sometimes to the point where I'm forcing myself to think, what would a hedge fund manager do? And if you can do that, I think you'll start seeing a change in your results. What we're trying to do is we're trying to be consistent, we're trying to be profitable, and we're trying to grow our capital. We're trying to extract funds from these markets, no matter what you trade, crypto, S&P, individual names, currencies. We're all trying to extract funds and money from these markets. So all the best to you today, everybody. Speak to you all tomorrow. Happy trading.